Are you short on time for a trip in Sydney? Well, this video is for you. These are the top 5 places for us to go visit while we were in Sydney, and we were short on time. So join up. The first question is which zoo, Sydney versus Taronga? We ended up choosing Taronga based on Google reviews, slightly better rated, but also distance. It was just with Circular Quay, it's right there, super close versus Sydney Zoo, which is 40 minutes away from Park Hyatt, Sydney. The zoo is definitely geared towards kids, but lots of animals that roam around, such as that emu, some kangaroos, different types of kangaroos. They even have my favorite animal, the capybara, and of course koalas. Now, a tip, you have to register online, have to pay a fee to go in and watch the koalas. It sells out really quick, so do it fast. We thought this lizard escaped, but actually it was just a free roaming lizard. And their cafe at the end of the day is actually really good. Next up is Sea Life Park, Sydney. The cost is around $40 per person, and it's right in downtown. Sydney is hard to miss, and it's super easy to get to. Is it worth it? I think it's pretty cool to see once, but just once. The underwater tunnels definitely gets crowded, as you'll see people across the other tunnel right there. The best tip is actually spend the money and do the penguin boat ride. Definitely worth it. It definitely gets cold in there, but don't bring a jacket just for this trip. If you're a big fan of jellyfish, Sea Life Park is awesome. They have all different varieties of jellyfish. Next up is Sydney Botanical Garden, which is about a 5-minute ride from Park Hyatt, Sydney. Totally worth it. A lot of workers during lunch were just strolling around, having their lunch. It's so peaceful. It is pretty expansive, meaning you can spend quite a bit of time here. In addition, you get great views of the bridge and downtown Sydney. There's a famous chair. Next up is the Opera House, hands down our favorite place to visit in Sydney. It actually has a lot more to offer than what we expected. Definitely buy tickets early to the opera. And in addition, check out the bars and restaurants during lunchtime. And we also checked out the Bennelong, which we highly recommend. The reason to buy your tickets early is that even from a month and a half from our trip, I had a hard time to secure the balcony seats. And of course, don't miss this open ceiling elevator. And we had dinner right before the opera. And Bennelong, hands down our favorite restaurant in Sydney. So if you're a foodie, definitely put Bennelong on your to-go list to try out. We thought at first it was going to be a tourist trap, but it was not. The other neat part about Bennelong is seeing the inside interior design and architecture. If you're going to the opera show, they have a prefix menu for the opera show, so you make it on time. They also have a la carte and also a entirely fixed menu if you want to stay there for a while. Everything was hands down delicious, creative, and well balanced. Well done to the chef, as everything was delicious. In fact, it was so good, we came back again for our last dinner of our trip. For the Opera House course, it came about $150 with drinks and dessert. And you'll definitely be full. And during lunchtime, they still did not disappoint. Everything was spot on, delicious, and well executed. Their dessert was so good, had to get it twice. As for the opera itself, here you can see the seats. They're definitely on the harder side. And during intermission, we saw some fireworks. For around $70, you get charcuterie and champagne. As you can see, it is completely packed. Seeing the opera is definitely on a to-do list. Next up is Road Less Travel, Watson's Beach or Bay, and go from Circular Quay, take a ferry over. It takes about half an hour to reach it. When it gets rainy and stormy, don't stay outside, you'll definitely get wet. There's actually quite a bit to do at Watson's Bay. There's an old military camp which we decided to hike on, and the trail takes you through these cliffs, and they're spectacular to see. And definitely don't miss the historical old anchor from a shipwreck. One of my favorite beaches, it was actually in Sydney Harbour National Park, and this beach, hardly anybody on there, and you got lots of hiking trails around it too. And these secluded gems are awesome to see, so I highly recommend not missing this. And also you'll get to see these rock outcroppings right next to the beach. It's just amazing to see the wildlife and tidal pools. And as you walk along the beach, you'll see quite a few restaurants. We ordered their seafood platter. Everything was delicious. As you can see far away, that's where the boat comes in. And don't miss out on a gelato. Great way to start the day. Lots of variety. And gelato was delicious. It wasn't too sweet. Not a big fan of overly sweet desserts. And we took this mantra to heart. As being a rainy day, let's have some gelato. Next up is a bridge climb. At first I thought it was going to be gimmicky and touristy, but I'm glad we did it. Now, things to know, you can't bring any camera-like objects like phones or cameras itself or nor GoPros. You do hike with a large group, but you go all the way to the top of the bridge. At first I thought it was going to be touristy, gimmicky, however, I loved it. It's definitely a to-do list. It does get very hot, so go early in the morning or do the sunset hike. You also have bathrooms and locker rooms to keep your valuables. You also change into their own suits. The last thing on the list is Bennelong Beach, another do not miss place. There's just so much to do in Sydney. However, these are all the places we highly recommend. From Circular Quay, you'll take the ferry over. And from the Bennelong Wharf, you got lots of options, wherever you want to go explore. And since we're short on time, we check out the main attraction, which is the beach and the surrounding shops. If I have more time, I'll actually stay here for a couple days to go surf and just relax. For lunch, highly recommend the pantry at Manly. It's highly rated and the food did not disappoint. And however, this place is so busy, just expect to wait. And we ended our trip with more gelato. We stayed for 5 nights in Sydney. It felt way too short. There's so much to do. Our favorite was actually the Opera House. The Bennelong was our favorite restaurant by far in Sydney. We tried a lot of Michelin-star restaurants there. And by far, Bennelong is actually the oldie but goodie. And solid food, creative, tasty. Definitely will go back to Sydney again. It felt like we just scratched the surface. So hopefully this video has helped you what to skip, what to do, and click and subscribe. Thank you so much.